We have this problem with Molly when we first got her. Lots of jumping, incessant jumping. Jumping everywhere, jumping up on us. No, like that. Good. That's got to be repeated over and over again, because before she came here, she probably practiced thousands of repetitions on jumping, and having been jumped on, people are pushing her down, talking or whatever. So we've probably got hundreds of repetitions where we say no, she drops down, and we pet her. If she's just like roaming around like this and not jumping on you, you got to love her up, because you got to show her this is what you get attention for. If she starts jumping, or if you walk into a yard and she jumps on you, you need to have your hands out of reach so she doesn't get any attention like this. And anything could excite her and have her go into this old behavior again. But you need to, I'm not rewarding her because I'm showing you what to do right now, but normally, good girl. If she jumped and then she went back down on all fours, I'd go back down to love her up like this. But if she starts to jump again, no, you need to say no, get your hands out of there, and then you're set up to do good when she's not jumping, or when she stops jumping, go down and pet her. If she starts, nope. You got to keep doing that, and this jumping thing will eventually fade away for good. It's way, way better than it used to be. Also, when she comes to you, good, be there to meet her with a reward down there, or with just your hands to pet her before she starts to jump. Because what I notice what you guys are doing is you stand there, and most people do this, stand there, the dog runs up to you, you don't acknowledge the dog, and so she jumps, and then you acknowledge her by pushing away or talking to her. So when she runs up to you, good, don't wait for her to jump. When you see her coming towards you, get down there so that you meet her with your hands. There'll be no payoff, no reason to jump anymore. The payoff is for staying on all fours, because that's what happens when she's on all fours. If she starts to jump and it all stops, then she'll really get it. There's no payoff for jumping anymore. She's about to come back to me. Good. See how I'm there to meet her? Good. There's no reason to jump anymore. She gets all her attention on all fours. Okay? So the other thing is this front door thing. She's just was just whimpering and whining and howling, or whatever you want to call it, whenever, like doing this kind of stuff. I don't open the door when she does that. So look at what happens. Like, she's up here and she would be whimpering before, no. And then somebody would open the door and you'd have to go like this and go like this, and the payoff is all in doing this kind of stuff, right? So that would be the cycle. She'd jump up, you'd have to touch her, push her away. The door, she'd jump up, the door would open because you're trying to go somewhere. You push her aside and everything, and that's the payoff. Now, so what we do now, good girl. If you have food, nope. If you have food, nope. Put it down there like that and go in. And that would be the ideal way to do it. If she's jumping up on the door like this, come on, jump up. So she jumps up on the door. You don't open the door until she goes down like that. Good. She gets a reward for that, and then you walk in. So if she's jumping up, she gets nothing until she goes back on all fours. Then the door opens, and then good as you go through the door. Good girl. Don't wait for her to jump on you. This is a whole her jumping problem sequence, this whole thing here, because that was such a big problem with her. So you keep doing the stuff that I've shown you here, and this jumping thing will gradually fade away. But it means you have to relate to her differently, so that, good girl, so that she just doesn't have to jump anymore and that behavior dies off. Remember, whatever behavior is learned first is learned best. So that jumping thing probably started when she was a little puppy, and she's done thousands of repetitions of it. So you got to try to shoot for the next few months doing it this way, so that we have that become forgotten, and this becomes just the way she is more and more every time that we handle her this way. If you don't have food, look what we're doing. If I go, hey, good, like that, and give her a piece of food, and I don't have food, and I'm rushing around going somewhere or doing something, good. I pretend like I do have food. Good girl, good. See that? The door doesn't open. Good, until she does that. Nope. Good. Nope. Good. No. Good. Good. That's what you're going to run into. You have to be really consistent and patient. And you saw it just then. I had to be really consistent. I had to stick to the program, and she stopped. I ended it on a success where she was sitting there, she was waiting, she wasn't jumping, and then I opened the door and went inside. And that's how you have to do it too. Come here. Good girl. Good. Nope. Good.